Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is RJ. So today we're back looking at Townstar. Gala Games is due to soon release an update in conjunction with the return of the weekly competitions called Expanded Rewards and Extended Access, and we're going to take a look, so keep watching. Okay, and welcome to another video. And remember, if this is your first time visiting my channel and you want to learn more about how to earn cryptocurrency for free, about cloud mining sites, crypto investments and lots of other crypto related stuff, hit that subscribe button and don't forget to tag that notification bell so you're alerted to all my latest content as it comes online. Okay, so here we are in my Gala Games account, and like I say, relatively, well, actually it's pretty good news. Not only have we this new update which is gonna bring a lot of stuff which I think you guys are going to be very happy about, but we are also going to be seeing the return of the weekly competitions. Hopefully, Gala Games said it should be mid-March, so that means we've only got about a week left before that weekly competition starts. So while you've got that week, make sure you are practicing your builds, optimizing them and getting the most out of them, because when that weekly competition starts, after having such a lot of spare time and downtime, most players have really honed their skills and got their builds working really well. So like I say, you got to be on it to win it. So, expanded rewards and extended access. Now, the extended access, that is connected with the Season 1 pass, and we'll go into that in a bit. But first, the expanded rewards. Now, Gala Games, excuse me. Now, Gala Games are looking basically to revitalize the competition. It says here, we have all been missing the competition server, but it was necessary to take it offline to rebuild it into something that was more engaging and exciting based on the feedback that we've received from the community. Finally, it is time for the return of the competition server. So like I say, this is really good news. This is basically what we have all been waiting for. Sure, you know, having the monthly server and this time to practice and still being able to claim our town coin is good, but you know, the weekly server is essentially why we practice our building our towns to win those Gala token rewards. So they also go on to saying we're going to take things slow to start to see how effective our improvements have been. While we're certainly ready to have a regular competition service schedule, we'll use the reintroduction as a test to gauge what the best path will be moving forward and to ensure that the competition is as fun and rewarding as possible. So one thing that we can take from that is obviously they are trying to make an improvement not only to the server itself but to the competition as a whole as well, which is encouraging. I mean, because the thing is you know, it does get a bit samey. You know, you're doing the same builds over and over again for those rewards. Obviously the rewards are nice. It's always good to get into that top 400 and get those rewards, but also as well, if the competition itself was more engaging and more fun, as what Gala are saying they're trying to make it, I think it would attract a lot more players. So the next thing is more winners and more rewards. Now with this is the really big thing that I'm looking forward to, and the reason why I'm looking forward to it is because what I'm hoping is that once again I can start advertising this program as to being able to earn free crypto. If you've noticed on the last few of my videos, I no longer have that at the end of my title, earn free crypto. I think with what they're doing now and hopefully going forward, that is going to be a possibility once again. So for those of you that don't own NFTs, you can't afford to have NFTs or skins or anything like this, I'm really hoping that this is going to get you into a situation where you can now start to earn yourself some of those gala rewards without actually investing in anything except your time. So anyway, they say more winners and more rewards. As we celebrate the return of the new improved competition server, more players will split an even bigger reward pool. We feel that given more players the opportunity to compete for the top spot will make the server more fun and more and accessible for everyone. The reward pool will be expanded from the top 400 to now the top 1,000. So the top 1,000 finishers are going to earn rewards. The initial competition for the initial. This is the only thing that sort of bothers me, because it says top finishers for the initial competition when the server is live. So obviously they're doing this top 1,000, but are they doing this as a way to apologise for all the downtime, and maybe subsequent competitions after the first one are not going to be the top 1,000? I really hope that that is not the case, and I hope they continue with top 1,000s, but obviously we'll have to see. So this means that more Townstars can have a shot at the prizes, and this is basically what the rewards schedule will look like, or sort of the rewards chart. So here we go. So the first top player will win $1,500 worth of Gala. So what is good about that, in a sense, is that while Gala is quite low, which is only about 22 cents, if you're any of these positions, really, you could earn $200 worth of Gala, where the difference is if I placed in the top 400, I would earn 200 Gala no matter what. But if the price of Gala is low and you're being rewarded $80, then you're going to get $80 worth of Gala at that time. Yeah? So the great thing is you might get more than 200 Gala because the price is so low. So to make up to $80, they got to give you more Gala. The only thing that could foul this up is because Gala have been taking a very, very long time to pay out rewards, and then if they continue to do that because of this structure, a lot of people might saying, oh right, yeah, well I got my Gala last week within about 24 hours, 72 hours, maybe 4 days. This time my reward has taken me 2 weeks to get. And people are going to start saying, well, is that because Gala are waiting for the price to change so they don't have to pay out as much? So that is my only thing with this. I like it because, like I say, if the price is low, it actually benefits players because you're going to be getting more than obviously if the price was at like 30 cents or 50 cents, But obviously, and as well, if say the price is at 50 cents, you get $80 worth. Sure, it's $80 worth at 50 cents, but if then that Gala drops, it's not worth as much. But we're trying to look on the positives here. Trying to look on the positives here, that basically it could work in our advantage as long as Gala are paying on time. But it could get to the point where, like I say, people start insinuating that Gala are hanging on to it because it's taking so long for them to pay out those rewards because they want the price to change. But hopefully that is not the case. Hopefully they've sorted that. Hopefully we'll be paid as we should be, which is pretty much the day after the competition, or maybe 48 hours at the worst. But 2 weeks or longer, that is just, it got to the point where it was absolutely ridiculous how long we were having to wait. I mean, I waited for a payout, I think at some point over a month before I got that payout, which is just, it shouldn't be happening. It should not be happening. So that is obviously, like I say, this is great news, and if they do it right, it is going to be absolutely brilliant, and I think it will see such a surge of people wanting to play this game. And for those of you that don't know a whole lot about Townstar but think it looks like a fun and interesting way to earn yourself some free crypto, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a link in the description to a playlist. Now that playlist contains a lot of how-to tutorials to get you started, get you up and running, and get you building. And if you go right the way through to the end of this video, that link will be there also, so you can just click straight on it and get watching. Okay, so they go on to say the server competition will be back online in the near future. Following the next competition, we'll look at your feedback. So make sure you're putting it out there on Discord on how everything went. This test will give us a lot of insight into how effectively the improvements we've made have worked, and will help us decide the best way to run the competition server going forward. So again, going back to what I said, what they're saying there, it doesn't so what we've looked at with that that rewards chart and stuff like that doesn't necessarily mean that that is going to be continued going forward, but let's hope it is, or hopefully something better, an even better reward chart might be released. So anyway, while we're excited to get into reward structure tweaks, rule set variations, and mixing up gameplay meta for a more fun competition server, we've still got to get there one step at a time. This reward structure is temporary, exactly what I just said, and we plan on making serious improvements to the competition server following the initial return. Now, this is another thing that bothers me, because they're saying we plan to make serious improvements to the competition server following the return. So that's after the next competition. But I personally think if there are serious improvements that need making to that competition server, perhaps make them before you start the competition again. Because we've waited, what, 2 months? You know, if it's only going to take you another week or so to make those serious improvements, then just make them. Because the worst thing that Gala is going to do is they're going to release a competition. Everyone's all excited after seeing this update that they've got a new competition server, as they talked about earlier on, and then we still get stuck at 60% trying to log in. You know, I mean, that is going to be absolutely ridiculous, and the community is going to go mental, because, like I say, we've waited this long for the competition server. If we have those same problems that people cannot log in when that timer goes 0, and people are just going, I'm stuck at 60%, I can't log in, I'm getting a bad gateway, I've just got a black screen, all the things that we had prior, well then they've not solved anything. Sure, they've given us a better rewards schedule, or table, should I say, but this game is so like I've said, it's all about time. It's trying to get things done as fast as possible. If you're stuck at 60% and no matter how many times you refresh your browser, you cannot get in and you're stuck there for an hour, well, that's it. There's no way, even if you had an amazing build, you are probably not going to get into that top 100 or say top 200 because you are just that too far behind. Admittedly, if you've somehow managed to figure out something a lot of people haven't, there is still that very slim chance. But still, like I say, with using the words serious improvements, I would say if that is the case, then just hold off for another couple of weeks. Get those serious improvements sorted, then start the competition. That would be my advice. But anyway, obviously, I don't know what those serious improvements are, but I guess we'll find out. So, the continuation of P2E early access. So this is what I was on about, the extended access. So this is all about the season pass. Now, obviously, it says season 1 is free, which is great news for all members. So, you know, even if you've got a low account and you're not earning a huge amount of town coin, because you've got that free early access, you're still able to claim your TC in the monthly server. You're still able to play the game. And if you want, you can still partake in the weekly competitions. But as soon as Season 2 is brought in, which is when we're meant to start paying for the Season Pass, no one knows how much we're meant to be paying, you know, and obviously no one knows either that if you don't pay or you can't afford to pay, well, what access do you have? Do you only have access to the P2E? Well, no, in fact, actually, you wouldn't have access to the P2E servers because obviously that's what the season pass. So you might only have access to the weekly competition. But if you're running a very low account, I mean, now if they continue with this 1,000 top 1,000 people earn, there is a possibility that even if you've got a lower account, you could still get into that top 1,000 if you know your builds. If you've learned over this time, you've practiced your builds and you've learned how to create a good producing town, then you could still get into that top 1,000. But like I say, if when the season 2 pass comes in and you don't want to pay for it, you might have no access to those monthly servers, so you might not be able to claim even your one town coin that you might be getting from your express depot. So we just have to wait. Obviously, it says here we can't wait for it to enter the next stage, next age of Townstar, and to show what outlandishly awesome developments are in store for season 2, which is exciting stuff. For now, though, there is still so much more left to be done around town. Some things, however, just can't wait any longer for the next season to arrive. Miranda's Vox NFTs will be finally placeable within your towns this month. So obviously, if you were lucky enough to get hold of one of those Miranda's Voxes, you can now place it in your, or you will soon be able to place it in your town and start earning from that. We'll let you know the exact details as soon when you can expect to see Vox in your town. So like I say, for Vox owners, that's good news. Finally, this is the final thing, and this is something that I don't know. I'm not sure. Anyway, they say cleaning up this town. We've been hard at work behind the scenes, crafting systems to help ensure that Townstar stays a fair experience, one that is available for everyone to interact with on a level playing field. We'll have some juicy updates coming soon about new tools we have to curb abuse and exploits that create unfair advantages. So obviously they're talking about cheaters, basically. the big thing really that has been the main problem for this is actually people hacking the game code. Because it's an open source game, if you know what you're doing, you can actually bring up the game code in your browser, and by doing that, if you know what you're doing, you can actually change certain things to your advantage. So, times, how much you get earned for certain production, things like that. And this is what they're looking to crack down on. For me, one of the biggest problems is bots when it comes to the Land Rush. Now, I don't know if this is something they're going to address, but this is the reason, for those of you that might have seen it, that when you go to a spot and you click on it, and even part way through the game, you'll click on a spot, you'll see a person there, and it's showing 0 stars. And they might have been in that place for 24 to 48 hours showing 0 stars. And that is basically because that spot, which is probably a really good spot, has been taken by a bot or by a script. So obviously, if Gala can crack down on cheaters, hackers, bots, scripts, anything that is basically taking advantage or finding some way to abuse and exploit the game for their advantage, and not play by the same rules as everyone else, is going to be nothing but good for the game and for the community. Okay, so I'm going to leave that there. I hope you found it helpful, fun and informative. And if you like what I do, it would be absolutely amazing if you could subscribe to my Patreon and support my channel for as little as $1, which then helps me bring more content to you. And if you're interested in those earlier videos that I talked about, probably on your screen right now. So get clicking and get watching. And I hope you have a great rest of your week, and I'll speak to you soon. Thanks a lot. Bye.